Hello trumpet players. So today we're going to work through measures 13 to 32 of Loch Lomond. This is where you pick up your melody. Both trumpet 1 and trumpet 2 pick up melody at 18. Trumpet 2 you become a harmony part later on towards 26, but you're playing very similar stuff. A lot of the time in rhythmic concerts, so playing together rhythmically, but on separate notes, harmony, to the trumpet 1 part. So I'll do both parts today. I'll start just by playing the trumpet 1 part with the recording so you can hear it, and then playing the trumpet 2 part with the recording, you can hear it. Then we'll go through with a metronome, and then we'll go through once more at the end and just do a final playthrough so that you can do that. So I'm going to start right a little bit before 18. 18 is at 1 minute and 17 seconds in the recording. So I'm going to start about 1:10. Here we go. Oh, that was a little bit early. 1:10. And we'll play through measure 32 just to get to the end of it. So that's the trumpet 1 part. Very melody-centric, very top line. Here's the trumpet 2 part, starting from the same place. So really cool, you are playing a harmony line, so that's going to be a lot of ear work on your part. I was used to hearing the melody, so even I messed up measure 20 a little bit here. But let's take it one at a time through each section. These are all notes you know. This isn't stretching your knowledge of pitch or anything, so let's just do it once at a time. Metronome at 60 beats per minute, a little bit under tempo. Right about here. Oh, need to shut that down so I can do this. It does not want to play my metronome. There we go. Okay, 60 beats per minute, starting at 18. This is trumpet 1. It's going to be very clear so you can hear this and practice with it. 1, 2, rest. Slow it down a little bit more. That's actually about the speed of the recording. So for clarity, this is 50 beats per minute. 50. 1, 2, rest. 3, 2. There it is. That's trumpet 1. Biggest things that outside of practicing holding those high Ds, so the hardest part, of this is going to be absolutely holding those high Ds at speed. Right, that's going to be a push, because that is close to the top of your range currently, and we'll strengthen that. But then two other things that we need to focus on. These slurs. This is both for trumpet 1 and trumpet 2. Your tongue should not be involved. Right? That A to C. No tongue. It's all lip work and valve work. So all of those slurs, anytime there is a slur, 27 for example, all of those notes, there is no tongue involved there. Right? No tongue. And then the last thing we need to focus on, but for both trumpet 1 and 2, is anytime there is a D, a low D, which is quite often in this melody because it is re in our minor sections, that you need to make sure that you are sliding your third finger out on the slide, right? Because otherwise you'll have a super sharp D, right? So you need to make sure that you are sliding out your third valve slide with your third finger, say probably 1 centimeter to 1.5 centimeters every time you hit that low D. And as soon as you leave that low D, your slide is back up. So it's a good transition. Now, let's take a look at trumpet 2. Similar messages to trumpet 2, but here it is at 50 beats per minute, picking up to 18. 1, 2, wait, yes, I'm in the right place. 1, 2, rest. Three, 25. And there it is. I honestly think, other than what we just talked about with trumpet 1, the hardest measure is 20. Because if you look at the harmony, 20 for trumpet 1 is an F. And for trumpet 2, it's an E natural. So you're going to have a half step away from each other, right? But it's going to work its way down. So it will work its way apart from each other, but Sophia, this is for you. Your ear for that E natural has to be tuned super hard in, because Apple will have the melody, and she needs to sit on that melody. So Sophia and Ken, you holding that E natural and being super confident in it will make or break that harmony. Now, let's do it with the recording once more each time. Once for trumpet 1, once for trumpet 2. I will start with trumpet 2 because we just talked about it, and then I will end with trumpet 1. So here we go. Trumpet 2. For trumpet 2. Here it is for trumpet 1 once more. Last time. So there you are. This realistically is your most intense part of the entire piece, right? This is where you, trumpet 1 and trumpet 2, carry the main melody section. So put a lot of time into this. This week will be more intense than the other weeks. If you look at the rest of the piece, it's not rocket biology for you. But this will be a push. I do not expect it to be perfect by the end of this week. I expect it to be better. What I do need from you is to submit it with a, you can submit it with the backing track this week. Make sure you're practicing with a metronome first. 50 beats per minute is what I recommend for the metronome, just to get it consistent. And then your submission will be with the backing track, which fluctuates anywhere between 50 beats per minute and 70 beats per minute. Feel the music, get used to hearing it. Let me know if you have any questions. Happy practicing.